Hi, my name's Nile and I'm here starting the product team at Kwalee's Hybrid Casual Studio. And today I want to explain what hybrid casual gaming really is. Hybrid casual gaming is blending the insane snackability of hyper casual games with the long-term retention and deeper engagement of the casual gaming genre. We split games into the meta, which is the mechanics that are focused on retention and keeping people's interests on the scale of weeks, months, and years, and the core game, the repeatable loop which people actually derive fun from. So we believe there are three main elements to quality in hybrid casual gaming. First of all, the artwork. Second, the depth and thought put into the features. And finally, our ability to package that into a game which we can update for many months and potentially even years. So when it comes to artwork, of course, we want to build 3D models. We want to have the highest quality bar to make them look as pretty as we can and is in line with the industry at large. When it comes to depth of gameplay, we have a fantastic team of designers who not only think about balancing economies and the way the games are going to scale over time, but are able to understand the industry so deeply and understand exactly which features our users want to use in a game. And finally, we believe users like mobile games because they can grow with them, they can learn from them, and they can play them across the course of months and years. And we want to make sure we have scalable operations to give users that kind of month and year-long experiences in our games. Monetization comes down to two parts. I think this is a big difference between hyper casual and hybrid casual. So hyper casual will completely focused on in-app ads, and these are full screen ads in between gameplay experiences, like in between levels, and then rewarded ads, which are typically a transaction that occurs where the user obtains something for watching a 5 to 30 second ad. Now with hybrid casual, we're still using this in-app ad monetization, and frankly, especially initially as we start to scale our operations and our games, they're primarily focused on in-app ad monetization. However, we do believe that one thing hybrid casual gaming adopts from the casual end of the market is access to in-app purchases. And of course, these can be transactions for items, transactions for content, but it allows new depth of monetization in hybrid casual games. So product management in hybrid casual gaming is all about ownership. We believe we can get the best results on a per game basis by having someone who looks at all parts of the mobile app lifecycle. So that's user acquisition, feature development, working with artists, engineers, and designers to create the features that our users love, and finally monetizing that. And so by having someone who is truly the CEO of a game and who has ownership and responsibility across that lifecycle, we believe we are able to make number one, data-driven product management decisions, which then leads to data-driven features, and number two, a cohesive experience for our users where they understand that the entire package of the game has a single vision, a single voice, and ultimately a single experience. So data science and A/B testing is fundamental to our move towards hybrid casual gaming and the development of these games as basically live products that are evolving over time. We use petabyte scale data analytics, and we've built the infrastructure to kind of back that up. Now this means game events. Every swipe, tap, and move a user makes gets funneled back as a feedback loop to us as the developer so that we can optimize those gameplay. We're able to identify with our data science team what fun actually looks like when it comes to ones and zeros and the numbers. And then we lean into that. So first of all, we A/B test. We give users a range of experiences and we find which ones actually impact the user experience in a positive way. And then the next step is to double down on that. So when we find something that through an A/B test and through that petabyte scale data analytics task is fun, we're able to gear our engineers, our artists, and our designers to build more like that. So ultimately we use data science to build fun in a scalable and repeatable manner. There's so many different gameplay experiences you can provide in the hybrid casual market. Not only does it adopt from the hyper casual, but also the casual genres. So let's talk about metas. Ultimately, it starts as simple as the saga map, popularized many years ago by the match 3 genre, but we believe it just gives the user a simple map, a location in that map, and a path forward. Of course, there are more complex metas that lend themselves very nicely to hybrid casual gaming, such as adding a PvP element. And suddenly we've got raids, again popularized by games like Coin Master, which have been able to perfect that PvP and yet solo experience. Other metas that we've been really interested in are decorations. We know users like personalization. We know personalization leads to better attention because you're gaining ownership over the app. And so decoration is a meta that we've been double downing on in the studio. When it comes to the genres that most align to hybrid casual gaming, we firmly believe that the puzzle genre in general allows our users to play a simple core game many times over the course of months and years. So with the puzzle genre, we get two main things. Number one, scalable content, again, so that users can play for months and years. And second, that simplistic, very core experience, which is very repeatable. So the user can go back time and again, play it, learn at it, get better at it, and feel as though they're gaining something from the app, and it's not just a toy that they're playing with and then throwing away. So when it comes to the puzzle genre, what's been of particular interest is of course the match genre, which is by now, you know, several decades old. However, the newer variant, which is almost like this pair genre, where instead of matching several objects, you're looking for pairs, has been very interesting to us because you can theme it in many different ways. Maybe you're shopping and you're looking for 2 items. Maybe you're cleaning and you're looking for pairs of socks to clean up. We believe that by having the pair genre as portable as it is, it allows us to make so many different games utilizing what we're learning in that market. When it comes to ideation, hybrid casual can have a lot of pitfalls because it does spread so wide. There are hyper casual games that you can turn into hybrid casual games by adding more casual features, or you can get a casual game and you can kind of move it more towards the hyper casual end of the spectrum. So what we've done is taken a data-driven approach. We currently have a 35 data point system where we analyze new and exciting trends that we see in the market from varying sources. That could be Roblox, it could be TikTok, it could be Minecraft, it could be, of course, the app stores, their top ranking lists, it could be what our users or our target users are doing in different countries, for example in Asia, and we want to bring those to our market, the USA primarily and Western Europe. So to ideate, we've been using data, we've been using a variety of sources such as TikTok, Roblox, really differentiating those sources so that we can get a competitive edge. So when it comes to how hybrid casual has come to exist, we think there are two driving forces. First of all, there are the platforms which gaming is so reliant on, and specifically Apple. Of course, Apple's tracking transparency initiative has led to CPIs drastically increasing. And what that means is it's harder to acquire relatively cheap ad space, so we have to monetize the users that we are able to get into our apps over a longer period of time. And that leads us to deeper mechanics, more complex mechanics, and gameplay that lasts for not a few hours or days, but for weeks, months, and years. So of course there's kind of the initiatives from Apple, which has led to higher CPIs and therefore the requirement to monetize users for a longer period of time. The second, we really do think the pandemic has accelerated the advent of the hybrid casual market, and that's because a lot of users had a lot more free time on their hands during the pandemic when they were not able to socialize, go out, do the things that they know and love. And so during the pandemic, we definitely saw a boom in the market for casual gaming. Now, as lockdowns have stopped, as people are able to carry on with their pre-pandemic hobbies, as it were, they are still into gaming, but maybe they don't have as much time as they used to for the casual games which they picked up over the pandemic. And so we want to introduce them to the world of gaming again in a format that matches their lifestyle, which is mixing that kind of short playability of hyper casual, but allowing the depth that they got used to during the pandemic in casual gaming. And so you have a hybrid casual. So one of the easiest ways to add depth to a game is generating an economy in it. First of all, you're allowing the user choice because of course they can earn and spend how they see fit. You're also adding a repeatability to it because of course it's easiest to earn those first few free gems every single day. And that builds the pattern of playing for days, weeks and months and potentially even years. Now, the biggest impact with economies in games is adding complexity. So we've had to take a step back and really do our homework on how we want to balance economies, when we want to introduce them, what their impacts are. And it's opened up this world of economy modeling within Kwalee, where we now have specialists focused on the design elements of balancing an economy, modeling it, predicting how users are going to interact with it, and also how the economy existing impacts the existing gameplay. Does it make it easier? Does it make it harder? Does it make things feel a bit too repetitive and grindy? So economies have been this deep, engaging feature that we've been able to add. We've also been in awe of their power and aware that we need to use them very wisely. We're hearing so much about hybrid casual in the market, and that's because it's new and exciting. That also means there's so much ground that new entrants can come and claim and be the next $100 million, billion-dollar gaming company. So to any developer thinking about entering hybrid casual gaming, I highly recommend it. Not only can you take the skill sets you've potentially learned in both the casual market and the hyper casual market and utilize them fully, but you can access new users, build new experiences, and be aware that you are defining what this new genre will look like, which by all indicators will last for the next 5, 10, 15 years and is very much the spearhead of what modern mobile gaming looks like. So there's been a step change in mobile gaming with the advent of hybrid casual gaming. It's as exciting as 2012 when Apple invented IAPs. We have a new genre that takes the best from hyper casual, that snackability, that really fun element, takes the best from casual, that depth and the ability to add complex features, and packages it for a new audience. And that's what's really exciting us at Kwalee. And there's two ways that people out there can get involved. First of all, if you're a developer and you are building a hybrid casual game, we have a world-class publishing team who are able to take your game to the next level and take your game to the market. Second, we have a number of open positions within our internal hybrid casual gaming studio, and we're very excited to hear from you about how you can help us build the next generation of mobile games.